Hey everyone, I'm Pastor Chad of LoveMarq Church in Marquette, Michigan. We are on day 19 of the season of Advent, and we have been going through this month through a book called Lo, an Honest Advent Devotional by John Pavlovitz. And today's reading is entitled Waiting Rooms, and it will be read by my friend Dan.
Hi, my name is Dan, and I attend the LoveMarq Church virtually. I live downstate. Apologize for being a troll. Can't help that. But I married a wonderful woman, Wynn Martin, who's originally from Marquette, who was childhood friends with Heidi Mager and have become good friends with Heidi and Chad through the years. Chad has asked me if I'd be willing to do a reading, and since I attend LoveMarq Church online, I thought it would be a wonderful way to be a part of your congregation. I'm going to give you the reading for the Thursday of the third week of Advent. And the title of the reading is Waiting Rooms. Be patient then, brothers and sisters, until the Lord's coming. See how the farmer waits for the land to yield its valuable crop, patiently waiting for the autumn and spring rains. That's James chapter 5, verse 7. It's been said that waiting is the hardest part, but sometimes, and to some people, it's actually the best part. I was talking to my son about the approaching Christmas season, and he said, I really like the waiting. It's fun. He described the time leading up to the holidays as his favorite part, the anticipation and the excitement, the electricity of looking forward to something and of counting down the days. For him, it's far more enjoyable than the relative letdown of the day itself. There are certainly times when the time in between is far more challenging to embrace, waiting on medical test results or word about a much needed job, waiting for a relationship to improve or for depression to lift. In those anticipatory spaces, it's far tougher to enjoy the waiting and much easier to feel anxious. I always like to think about the fact that several hundred years went by between the Old and New Testaments. What is simply the turn of a page to us represents several generations of painful waiting, of awkward silence, of unresolved questions, which is why the birth story of Jesus is the perfect one to bridge those two parts of the story. It is a wonderful end to a time of anxious waiting. If we cultivate a bit of faith, that in between time, even in difficult days, can be a hopeful space for us, a place where we can welcome transformation, even with all the present unknowns. Rather than wanting the time to pass quickly, we can actually enjoy it because we know we are being renovated. This season may find you in painful waiting, and that sometimes frustrating before. One of the truths that you can rest in is that, as with the child in Mary's womb and the groaning world enduring those long months, there is always change taking place, always new life about to spring forth. As frightening as it can be, do your best to find joy in the waiting today.